Hello, listeners. You are listening to the Mid-South Dogs and Cats radio show sponsored by Invisible Fence brand of Memphis and the Mid-South. I'm your host, Dawn Flagg, and with me today is Jean Chancellor with the Memphis Shelter Volunteer, the Friends of Memphis Animal Shelters. Hi, Jean.
Hi.
Thanks so much for coming. We're going to talk today about being a volunteer at the Memphis Shelter, why it's important, and how someone can help. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what the volunteers do, and because there's all different types of volunteering.
Right. There are all kinds of options. You can almost do anything you want within reason. We have people who never come into the shelter, just work off-site, come to off-site adoptions, help on posting pictures on websites. They just work outside the perimeter of the physical shelter. But we have many more people who actually come into the shelter and work with the animals.
In more of a hands-on capacity.
Very hands-on. Some people help people find their lost animals, escort them around, looking for their lost pets, and that's very rewarding when you find somebody's
I'll
pet.
bet reuniting a lost pet with the family has got to be just really tug on your heartstrings.
And we have people who come like a month, every other day for a month, and then their last visit, there's their dog. And it's just, everybody almost cries in some of the cases. And then another popular job is helping people adopt a pet, looking for a special puppy, a special kitten, dog, cat, what they need, helping them select a pet.
Trying to match up the family with the needs of the family and the animals that are up for adoption.
Trying to help them get the right pet, for their circumstances. And upon occasion, we get very dirty animals, and we can bathe and groom, just get them ready for adoption, clip nails, just basic grooming stuff.
So is there like a website they can go on if they want to learn more about it and possibly volunteer on the website?
If they go to the cityofmemphis.org website, and then click on services, under the services, pull down animal services and go to the animal services. There's a volunteer option link, and that'll take you to job descriptions, applications, all the different things that you can do as a volunteer.
All right. Well, that makes it pretty easy then. I was thinking about what you said about posting the photographs of the animals. That would be an awesome job for some teenagers because they're like computer gurus. And whenever I want to even work with texting on my phone, I just ask my kids.
Well, to volunteer per city rules, you have to be 18. So anybody 18 or above can help. We have a volunteer now who puts together a younger volunteer. She just finished high school, makes fabulous videos of the volunteers at work, animals available, and we love people that come help us do stuff like that.
Would a younger volunteer be able to come if they were supervised by their parent, let's say a 12-year-old?
They have to be 18.
Have to be 18.
That's city policy.
Well, but you know what? There's plenty of other rescues out there that they could volunteer if they wanted to.
There's plenty,
No, that'd be great.
Many rescues will let them volunteer.
How does it help to get the animals adopted if you've got a strong volunteer staff?
Because the paid staff doesn't have time to spend an hour with someone looking for a puppy. Look at every puppy, get them out, walk them, match up. I mean, it's just not possible. So the volunteers, that's a huge service they provide, is helping match pets with people.
Personally, I think it would be the funnest job there is, I'm thinking.
It's really fun. Yeah, we love it.
Now, do volunteers also get to walk the dogs, exercise them, get them out of their cages and let them run around?
Right. That's a big volunteer activity is dog walking, which at the present shelter is a little bit confining because we don't have much space, but they do go out. But at the new shelter we'll be in a month has huge play yards, and it'll be more fun exercising them.
So the new shelter, that's up, isn't it off of Appling Road, if I
Appling,
and
it's
I-40?
right across from the new inspection station.
Oh, that'll be great. And it's supposed to have like larger areas
There's
and
3 outdoor areas for exercise, a huge field, a smaller fenced area, and then the entire length of the back of the shelter is a dog play area that is concrete, so that even in the really bad weather, they won't get muddy. They can go out and play and not get dirty.
that's important. That is because look at the rain we just had. They would have never gotten to go
Well,
outside.
you could never go, yeah. But it's huge and it's got drains. I mean, it's really a nice area.
What's the projected guesstimate date on when it's going to open?
In July, I don't know the date, but I think it's pretty much completed and they're just doing inspections. And I mean, it's ready as soon as everything's passed.
Well, we will definitely help you with the grand opening and anything else that you can think of that we can assist with. I'd be happy to do that.
We're all really excited because some of us who've been there a long time weren't sure we'd ever see the day it really opened.
That would be wonderful. About how many volunteers do they have right now?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm guessing right now we've probably built up to maybe 30 volunteers.
And how many do you really need to make it run smoothly?
As many as possible. I mean, I can't imagine having too many volunteers.
So if you do have the time, you're not going to be turned down at all.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Not a chance.
So I'm guessing the volunteers have been quite effective then in helping with the staff, like you said, during the adoptions and stuff like that.
It's been great, and on some days, if the staff is really, really short, the volunteers will help clean the adoption cages. We can't, for safety reasons, handle the stray animals, but we'll help clean the puppy cages and just it's pretty much do what's needed. I mean, different days or
Well, I'm sure the
things.
list is long of what.
I mean,
what
today
could
it
be.
was bathe flea dogs. I mean, we just had some small dogs come in covered, so we did a lot of defleeing, and tomorrow it'll be something completely different.
And just for the sake of the one animal that gets that bath, that no longer is getting bit up by the fleas, what a joy that is,
And you can just see their little sparkle come back in their eyes, and their pace picks up, and they just feel immediately better.
Well, I think that's wonderful. Do you have anything else to tell our listeners?
Well, I just, if you're interested in volunteering, even come to the shelter and just visit and walk around and see.
Where is the old shelter right now?
It's at 3456 Tullahoma, which is down just north of Winchester near the airport. Just come in and visit, and you'll sort of get the gist of what we have.
Is there a phone number they could call?
It's 901-362-5310, and if you're interested in volunteering, ask to speak to Tracy Dunlap.
Tracy Dunlap. Okay. Well, and just in a short period of time, the new one is going to be open, and I bet you get even more volunteers because it'll be a lot
we
easier
hope.
to find.
And it's a lot bigger shelter, so we'll need a lot more volunteers.
Well, I will certainly come and help out when I can, and I look forward to it. Well, Jean, thank you so much. Listeners, this was Jean Chancellor with the Friends of the Memphis Animal Shelter. Thanks, Jean.
Thank you.